Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman's wealth is estimated to be around $2 trillion. He's made headlines for buying a Leonardo da Vinci painting for $500 million and acquiring Premier League team Newcastle United for a similar amount. These moves showcase his immense wealth. But it raises the question, how rich is Saudi Arabia really? Saudi Arabia is one of the world's largest oil producers, but not every Saudi citizen shares in that wealth. The country's GDP per capita is around $22,000, which is significantly lower than the United States' $70,000. Economically, Saudi Arabia is heavily dependent on oil revenues, meaning that the average citizen doesn't enjoy the same financial benefits as the royal family, particularly someone as wealthy as Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Saudi Arabia has historically relied on oil revenues to fuel its economy, but as the population grows, so does domestic energy consumption. At the current rate, it's predicted that by the late 2030s, Saudi Arabia's domestic energy needs could surpass its ability to export oil. This would severely impact the country's economy, which has been largely driven by oil exports. Prince Mohammed bin Salman is well aware of these challenges. To address them, he's pushing for economic diversification. His vision includes reducing Saudi Arabia's dependence on oil and expanding into other industries, like tourism. Saudi Arabia's geographic position between Egypt and the Red Sea offers significant potential for tourism development. The Red Sea is one of the world's top diving destinations, and the largely undeveloped Saudi coastline holds great potential for attracting tourists. In addition to tourism, Saudi Arabia is focusing on reducing domestic energy consumption by investing in renewable energy sources like solar power, natural gas, and nuclear energy. The country has abundant solar resources and some of the world's largest uranium deposits. By harnessing these resources, Saudi Arabia aims to meet its domestic energy needs and reserve its oil for export. However, it remains to be seen whether these plans will succeed. Saudi Arabia has attempted economic diversification before, but has struggled to reduce its reliance on oil. The success of Prince Mohammed bin Salman's Vision 2030 plan is not guaranteed and will require significant shifts in public mindset and substantial investments. The need for economic diversification is also highlighted by the changing relationship between Saudi Arabia and the United States. Historically, the U.S. was one of Saudi Arabia's main oil importers, and the two nations maintained a close relationship centered on energy and security. But in the 2000s, the U.S. achieved energy independence through shale oil development, fundamentally changing the dynamic. Today, the U.S. is the world's largest oil producer, and Saudi Arabia is no longer its key energy partner, but a competitor. As a result, Saudi Arabia is seeking new economic partners, turning to countries like China and India. This shift isn't just about a strained relationship with the U.S. Saudi Arabia needs stable buyers for its oil, and China and India are increasingly filling that role. In conclusion, Saudi Arabia has long relied on its vast oil reserves, but Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman is working to diversify the economy and reshape the country's international relationships. Whether these efforts will succeed is uncertain, but one thing is clear. Saudi Arabia's influence on the global economy and the Middle East will remain significant. The evolving economic relationship between the U.S. and Saudi Arabia signals a broader shift in the global energy market, making it crucial to watch how Saudi Arabia's diversification strategy unfolds and its impact on the world economy.